The Norfolk Southern Roanoke District originally was constructed by the Shenandoah Valley Railroad. The Shenandoah Valley Railroad was chartered from Shepherdstown in 1867, reaching Shenandoah, Virginia to the south and Hagerstown, Maryland to the north in 1880. That line is now Norfolk Southern's Hagerstown District. Following its completion, the Roanoke District was constructed in sections between 1880 and 1882, providing a connection to the Norfolk and Western in the ever-growing railroad hub of Roanoke, Virginia. Over the following years, the Norfolk and Western would eventually absorb the entire length of the line to Hagerstown, providing a connection with 4 different railroads. The line was eventually updated with semaphore signaling. In the 1920s, Norfolk and Western began seeking a replacement for these signals as they prepared to install centralized traffic control. They eventually decided on the Pennsylvania Railroad-style position light signals due to the Penske's ownership stake in the N&W. Penske had used these signals since 1915 after seeking a replacement for semaphores due to their poor visibility in low light conditions. The railroad's engineers hoped to create a signal that would be easily viewed in all conditions, so the combination of bright yellow lights and specific patterns imitating those of semaphores led to the creation of the position light signals we all know and love. These position light signals were first installed between Hagerstown and Roanoke beginning in 1924, with the Roanoke district receiving these upgrades in 1926. In 1959, the Norfolk and Western began modifying their signals to color-positioned lights, or CPLs, utilizing patterns of colored lights to show signal indications, instead of the standard bright yellow lights. This change also meant the removal of the center signal light. Over the years, the position lights have declined fast in numbers across the country, partially due to the implementation of positive train control, which would have required expensive upgrades to the PLs, in combination with their extensive use and age. Instead, railroads like Norfolk Southern have opted to replace these old signals with more modern alternatives, improving energy consumption and efficiency. Let's head to the Norfolk Southern Roanoke District, the last mainline holdout for the color position lights on the Norfolk Southern system. The first stop of the day would be in Glasgow, Virginia, where modern SafeTran signals have replaced the old colored position lights. With a northbound heading out of Roanoke, I decided to swing into Arcadia, Virginia, where the old CPLs still stand guard. Their days are numbered, as SafeTrans have been installed, although they are turned to their side, telling train crews those signals are not yet active. At 1331, the Roanoke District Local V81 splits the CPLs with a pair of SD60Es for power. Notice how the southbound signals are both on the same mast. The lowered signal on the left is the one for coming out of the siding, while the one on the right is for the main line. The crew has no work north of Arcadia today, so they will be leaving their empty hoppers on the main line and running around their train. Moving down to the south end of the siding, NSV-81 passes the southern CPL, showing a stop indication as denoted by the red horizontal position of the lights. A yellow diagonal line is for approach, while a vertical green is for clear. Those are just the basic signal indications you could get. With the conductor now on the rear to protect the shove, NSV-81 reverses back towards their train. While they prepare to depart south, I move down to Ellis Run, where more CPLs stand guard. These have just a bit more time left, with no replacements in sight. NS plans to replace all of the CPLs on the Hagerstown and Roanoke districts, though. At 1447, the pair of ST-60Es returned South Light Power, having dropped all of their cars in Buchanan. From there, it was down to Cloverdale, where color position lights guard the Lone Star Branch Junction. Two months later, and the trees are no longer green. I'm back out on the H line and at Cloverdale, this time just a bit earlier in the day. Train 12Z has departed Roanoke and has a clear signal through the interlocking, denoted by the vertical position of the green signals. At 11:38, NS 4654, a rebuilt AC-44C6M, leads the daily Roanoke, Virginia to Enola, Pennsylvania mixed freight. Notice how the signal has now changed to a red horizontal indication after the head end has passed. This is common practice on all railroads across the United States. This is often referred to as knocking down a signal. From there, it was north on US 11 and through Troutville as we paced beside the train. By Lithia, I am back ahead of the mixed freight, with another clear signal shining bright off the CPLs. Notice how the signals coming out of the siding are bracketed at the same levels compared to those at Arcadia and Ellis Run. The signal coming out of the siding is normally lower than the one on the main line, so I'm not sure what happened here. Maybe this is a replacement install? I'm not sure. If anyone knows the reasoning behind this odd installation, please leave a comment down below. Anyways, at 12:16, 12Z knocks down the signal at Lithia. Minutes later, and I'm back to pacing beside 12C. I needed to stop for gas in Glasgow, and by then they had caught back up to me. I did, however, have just enough time to get up to Arcadia as they cruised through the beautiful Shenandoah Valley. After another hour, local train V81 makes another appearance, this time taking the siding to run around their train.
I'm getting this.
The conductor removes the EOT and ties on handbrakes, and it isn't long until they are running light power north. Even with the replacement standing for 2 months, not much has changed at Arcadia just yet, as the scene still looks the same as it did 2 months prior. MOW has began prepping for the removal of the CPLs though, so that is about to change.
signal at Arcadia from the main to the side in a northern direction, looking out for the cars on the main.
That's correct. Thank you.
Cars on the side, and I said.
That's right. Thank you.
Thank you. V81 got a stop signal Arcadia. V81 got permission by the northbound stop signal from the main to the side, looking out for the cars on the side.
After receiving permission from the dispatcher to pass the absolute stop signal, V81 heads north into the siding. Now knowing that they have to work the sand mine in Buchanan, I decided to stick around for them departing south. This would be the last time I would see the CPLs standing at Arcadia, as they would fall a few weeks later. I once again found myself at Ellis Run for a golden hour southbound run-by. With V81 racing south into the sunset, it was time to say goodbye to the CPLs. Thank you all for watching today's video. If you enjoyed, make sure to leave a like, subscribe, and leave a comment down below. Until next time, this is Commonwealth Rail, out.